This is Cecil B. Moneygetter, host of Money Talks, a new financial news upload that is laser focused on digital finance, cryptocurrencies, robotics, electric vehicles, stocks, the cannabis industry, and much, much more. Tune in and join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Information Meets Execution YouTube channel as we bring you financial news uploads, one trending topic at a time. And don't forget to stay listening, because money talks. Good evening. Today is Friday, May 31st, and welcome to Money Talks, the ultimate destination for cutting-edge insights into financial technology, electric vehicles, cryptocurrencies, the cannabis industry, and trending financial topics. Join myself, Cecil B. Moneygetter, your host, as I take you on a ride deep into the world of finance and innovation. I bring you up to date on all the latest financial trends and developments that are sure to shape our financial future. And up first in trending news, ex-President Donald Trump proclaims his innocence after jury finds him guilty of all 34 counts in his criminal trial. Former President Donald Trump was found guilty on all 34 counts in a criminal trial Thursday. Here's what Trump had to say after the verdict and other reactions from leading politicians. Trump echoing comments made throughout the multi-week trial process. Trump told reporters the trial was rigged and that he was innocent. This was a disgrace. This was rigged. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt, Trump said, as reported by NBC News. Trump added that the U.S. has gone to hell. I am a very innocent man. It's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. As previously shared by Benzinga News, Trump can still run for president after being convicted, and even if he ends up with a prison sentence. This is far from over. Trump will likely appeal the verdict and faces sentencing on July 11th. Judge Juan Merchan will determine sentencing, with each of the guilty verdicts coming with a sentence of up to 4 years in prison. It is believed to be unlikely that Trump will receive any prison time, according to political experts. The former president also gave a quick rallying cry to supporters ahead of the 2024 election. Real verdict will be November 5th by the people, Trump said. Now, in other reactions, many Trump supporters and those who are against the former president are weighing in with reactions after the verdict was announced. President Joe Biden's team issued a statement after the verdict saying no one is above the law. Donald Trump has always mistakenly believed he would never face consequences for breaking the law for his own personal gain. But today's verdict does not change the fact that the American people face a simple reality. There is still only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, though, as the ballot box. Biden campaign communications director Michael Tyler said as he reported by the NBC News. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, said the former president was convicted on ridiculous charges as a result of a politically motivated trial. Today is a shameful day in American history, Johnson said. Democrats cheered as they convicted the leader of the opposing party. Former Trump communications director Anthony Scaramucci has been critical of his former boss and no longer supports the former president. Orange is the new orange, Scaramucci tweeted. Vivek Ramaswamy, who ran against Trump in the 2024 Republican primaries and is considered a vice presidential candidate, took to X to share his reaction. The prosecutor is a politician who promised to nail Trump. The judge's daughter is a Democrat operative who literally raised money from the trial while the father presided over it. The jury instructions said that they didn't have to agree on the crime to convict. This will backfire, Ramaswamy tweeted. Republican Jim Jordan said the verdict is a travesty of justice. The Manhattan Kangaroo Court shows what happens when our justice system is weaponized by partisan prosecutors in front of a biased judge with an unfair process designed to keep President Trump off the campaign trail and avoid bringing attention to President Biden's failing radical policies, Jordan said. Former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen, who was A key witness in the case for the prosecution shared a screenshot on X of the verdict and tweeted guilty on all counts with a Team Cohen hashtag. Wow, this is far from over. And we'll keep you posted here at Money Talks. Up next, news from the technology sector. Tech stocks crumble as Wall Street's 5-week rally comes to a screeching halt. Bears knocked on Wall Street's door again Friday, sending large cap tech stocks lower despite the Fed's favorite inflation measure meeting expectations. Both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100 index are set to end a 5-week winning streak as investors grow more cautious about the latest economic developments. In April 2024, the Personal Consumption Expenditure, or PCE, price index held steady at 2.7% year-on-year, matching the previous month and forecast. The annual core inflation rate also remained unchanged at 2.8%, in line with expectations. However, concerns arose from a declaration in personal spending and income, raising fears that strong consumer momentum is waning. Additionally, the Chicago PMI dropped to its lowest level since May of 2020, increasing worries about an ongoing economic slowdown. The tech-heavy NASDAQ 100 fell 1.5%, marking its third straight session of losses and its worst performance in a month. The S&P 500 was down 0.4%. The Russell 2000 edged 0.1% lower, while blue chip stocks and the Dow Jones rose 0.3%, reflecting a shift to high-quality defensive stocks. Treasury yields fell, boosting fixed income assets, with the iShares 20-plus year Treasury bond ETF rising 0.6%. Gold, tracked by the Spider Gold Trust, unexpectedly fell 0.5%, and Bitcoin dropped 1.6%. Next up in electric vehicle news, NIO Power secures a $207 million investment, raising China's charging infrastructure. NIO Power, the power service segment of NIO Inc., has obtained an investment of around $207 million. Woonhan Gongcheng Emerging Technology Venture Capital Fund Phase 1 led the investment. The funds are expected to fuel research, manufacturing, and operations in charging, battery swapping, energy storage, battery services, and the energy internet. NIO Inc. refrained from disclosing NIO Power's valuation in the financing round or the quantity of shares acquired by Woonhan Gongcheng. Founded in May of 2017, NIO Power was previously wholly owned by NIO Holding, with Shin Fei, NIO's vice president, serving as its legal representative. The financing injects capital into NIO Power's rapid expansion, optimizing its capital structure and paving the way for long-term development, according to Shin, the report said. Woonhan Gongcheng, a government-backed infrastructure fund, aims to bolster leading companies and expedite the adoption of the battery swap model, as highlighted by the Wuhan government on its Weibo page. As of May 31st, NIO boasted 2,427 battery swap stations and 22,595 charging piles in China. It has the largest network of such facilities, according to NIO. NIO's charging infrastructure is accessible to users across the industry, with over 80% of the power serving non-NIO brand users. NIO reiterated its commitment to collaboration, highlighting NIO's Power's existing partnership with industry players such as Chang'an Automobile, Geely Holding, Anhui Automobile Group, Cherry Lotus, GAC Group, and China FAW Group, per CNEV Post. These agreements aim to foster a broader, standardized, and cohesive energy infrastructure network. The investment in charging facilities positions NIO as one of the largest charging networks in China, with brands like IM Motors, Hyper, Dpai, SAIC, GM, GU, and Geely already announcing access to the network, CNEV Post added. Price action, NIO shares are trading higher by 0.19% to $5.41 Pre-market at last check Friday.